Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in this world. God bless you. Boy, I look like I stuck my finger in an electric socket this morning. My hair is just um, loving the dampness in the air. Um, I'm waiting for my ride to come pick me up to take me to my doctor's appointment. And we're going to jump into the complete Apocrypha into 2nd Esdras chapter 4. And the angel that was sent to me, whose name was Uriel, gave me an answer, and said to me, Your heart has utterly failed you in regarding this world, and think you to comprehend the way of the Most High. And he's asking him, Your heart's totally failed you, and you want to know the ways of the Most High? Then said I, Yes, my Lord. And he answered me and said, I am sent to show you 3 ways, and to set out 3 similitudes before you, whereof declare me, if you can declare me one, I also will show you the way that you desire to see, and I will teach you why the heart is wicked. And I said, Speak, my Lord. Then he said to me, Go to, weigh me a weigh of fire, or measure me a measure of wind, or call me again the day that is past. Then answered I and said, Who of the sons of men is able to do this, that you should ask me of such things? And he said to me, If I had asked you, saying, How many dwellings are there in the heart of the sea? Or how many springs are there at the fountain head of the deep? Or how many ways are above the firmament? Or which are the exits of hell? Or which are the paths of paradise? Perhaps you would say to me, I never went down into the deep, nor as yet into hell, neither did I ever climb up into heaven. Nevertheless now, have I asked you but only of the fire and wind, and of the day, things you have experienced, and without which you cannot be, and yet you have given me no answer about them. He said moreover to me, Your things, your own things that are grown up with you, can you not know? How then can you comprehend the way of the Most High? And how can he that is already worn out with the corrupted world understand incorruption? And when I heard these things, I fell on my face and said to him, It were better that we were not here at all, than that we should come here and live in the midst of ungodliness and suffer and not know why. He answered me and said, The woods of the trees of the field went out and took counsel together, and said, Come, let's go and make war against the sea, that it may depart away from us, and that we may make more woods. And the waves of the sea also in like manner took counsel together, and said, Come, let's go up and subdue the wood of the plain, that there also we may make us another country. And the counsel of the wood was in vain, for the fire came and consumed it. Likewise it also the counsel of the waves of the sea, for the sand stood up and stopped them. If you were judge now between these 2, whom would you justify, or whom condemn? I answered and said, It is a foolish counsel that they both have taken, for the ground is given to the wood, and the place of the sea is given to bear his waves. Then he answered me and said, You have given a right judgment. And why judge you not in your own case? For like as the ground is given to the wood, and sea to his waves, even so those who dwell upon the earth may understand nothing but that which is upon the earth, and he only that dwells above the heavens may understand the things that are above the height of the heavens. Then answered I and said, I implore you, O Lord, why is the power of understanding given to me? For it was not in my mind to be curious of the ways above, but of such things as pass by us daily, because Israel is given up as a reproach to the heathen, and the people whom you have loved is given over to ungodly nations, and the laws of our forefathers is made of none effect, and the written covenants are nowhere regarded, and we pass away out of the world as grasshoppers, and our life is as a vapor. Neither are we worthy to obtain mercy. But what will he then do for his name whereby we are called? Of these things have I asked. Then he answered me and said, If ye be alive, you will see, and if you live long, you will marvel. For the world hastens fast to pass away, for it is not able to bear the things that are promised to the righteous in the times to come. For this world is full of sadness and infirmities. For the evil thereof, whereof you asked me, is sown, but the gathering thereof is not yet come. And if therefore that which is sown be not reaped, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, there can't come the field where the good is sown. For a grain of evil seed was sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much wickedness has it brought out to this time, and how much will it yet bring out until the time of threshing comes? Ponder now by yourself how great fruit of wickedness a grain of evil seed has brought out. When the ears which are without number will be sown, how great a floor will they fill? Then I answered and said, How long? And when will these things come to pass? Why are our years few and evil? And he answered me and said, You do not hasten more than the Most High, for your haste is for your own self. But he that is above hastens on behalf of many. Did not the souls of the righteous ask questions of these things in their chambers, saying, How long are we here? When comes the fruit of the threshing time of our reward? And to them Jeremiah the archangel gave them answer, and said, When the number is fulfilled of those who are like to you, for he has weighed the world in the balance, and by measure has he measured the times, and by number has he counted the seasons, and he will not remove or not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, and to them Jeremiah the archangel gave answer and said, When the number is fulfilled of those who are like to you, for he has weighed the world in the balance, and by measure has he measured the times, and by number has he counted the seasons, and he will not move nor stir them until the said measure is fulfilled. Then answered I and said, O Lord, that bear rule, yet even we all are full of impiety, and for our sakes perhaps it is that the threshing time of the righteous is kept back, because of the sins of those who dwell upon the earth. So he answered me and said, Go your way to a woman with child, and ask of her, when she has fulfilled her 9 months, if her womb may keep the birth any longer within her. Then said I, No, Lord, that can it not. And he said to me, In the grave, the chambers of souls are like the womb, for like as a woman that travails makes haste to escape the anguish of the travail, even so do these places hasten to deliver those things that are committed to them from the beginning. Then will it be showed you concerning those things which you desire to see. Then answered I and said, If I have found favor in your sight, and if it be possible, and if I be meet therefore, show me this also, whether there be more to come than is past, or whether the more part is gone over us. For what is gone I know, but what is for me to come I do not know. And he said to me, Stand up upon the right side, and I will expound the similitude to you. So I stood, and saw, and behold, a hot burning oven passed by before me. And it happened, that when the flame was gone by, I looked, and behold, the smoke remained still. After this there passed by before me a watery cloud, and sent much rain, rain with a storm. And when the stormy rain was past, the drops remained therein still. Then said he to me, Consider with yourself, as the rain is more than the drops, and the fire is greater than the smoke, so the quantity which is past did more exceed, but the drops and the smoke still remained. Then I prayed and said, Will I live until that time, or who will be alive in those days? He answered me and said, As for the signs whereof you asked me, I may tell you of them in part, but as touching your life, I am not sent to show you, for I do not know it. And as always, I can't wait till tomorrow to read chapter 5. I love you.